opponent like this should be easy.
Where are you going? If it's in the sky, we're thinning them out.
We? More like me.
Easy peasy. Ha hoodle.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Hi, Noodle! This one's mine!
First strike! Dragon Swarm!
Lightning raging cascade! Breath! Wow!
Here goes! Burn it out!
Did you see?
Sure did. The part where you swung and missed, right?
Not that part!
That's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
Don't get careless!
Dragon Swarm!
Don't tell me!
I'll smash you!
Dragon Swarm!
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
Finally, some open space again. Finally, some open space again.
safe to rest here now.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zoogles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them. Okay, off we go. What a rush! Guess I misread the landing.
Forgive you!
Dragon Form! Dragon Gem! Fantastic! Great!
Shut up, Law. I'm trying to focus.
My fists are crushing it out there!
It's safe to rest here now.
Mm-hmm.
Got a bad feeling about this one.
Me too.
Looks like trouble with capital T.
Together, we got this!
Denied!
Thanks!
I hope this thing is
Time to cross blade!
Swallow there!
Go for the weak point!
Eagle assault! I'm just getting started!
Lightning condemned!
You require a hand.
Ignite!
Blow away!
Gemini Aqua! Chinese Supernova!
Dragon Force!
Air thrust!
Oh, now you're ready and ready! I'll smash you! Now I'm in the groove! That's boss! Sorry to be bothered.
We've all got enough on our plate.
Yes, ma'am.
Super Strike! Dragon Form!
Blow away!
Dance in the wind!
Dragon Form! You pay for that!
Leave the charges to me!
I'll bring you back the handle a bit.
Resuscitation has been swallowed!
Nothing yet!
Radiant Pierce!
First strike! Talon Hurricane!
Ready! Radiant
Eagle
Pierce!
Side! Talon
Where are you
Hurricane!
going?
Amazing.
There!
Ignite!
Watch this!
Lunar Dance in the wind! Lunar Blast! Seal!
In a bind! I'm on it!
Annihilate Hurricane! Lightning!
Eagle Side!
Radiant! Here, let me help! Raging
Dragon
Hurricane!
Form!
Seal!
Watch this!
Mega Ray!
Try harder!
Pieces! Attack time!
Radiant Pierce! Thunder Field!
Dragon Form!
Banana! Let's go!
Talon Hurricane!
I'll heal you!
Eagle Side!
Yeah!
Dragon Form!
Healing Circle!
I can handle it.
Throw away!
Denied.
Lightning Orb! Water Lightning!
You shouldn't have messed with me!
Ignite!
Water, hear my call.
Dragon Form!
I'm on a roll now! Talon Hurricane!
I'm impressed.
Eagle Side! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon shout!
Heal you
Mega
all!
Sonic Thrust!
Dance in the wind!
Dragon Form!
Heal! I'll be
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
I'll tear you apart!
Dragon Form!
Healing Circle! Alright!
Hey, look. Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Try harder!
I'm out of ammo!
Dragon
Watch
Form!
this!
Dragon Form!
Talon Storm! Take that!
Dragon
I
Form!
can carve through! Now I'm in the groove! Eat this!
It looks like you got this one covered. In here!
Blow away!
Try harder! Dragon
Lunar
Form!
Corruption! Lightning Orb!
Talon
Try harder! This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Eagle Side!
Healing Circle!
Here you go! So much for sitting this fight out.
There you go! Don't let up!
Nope, that is still up.
In the wind!
No further!
Mega
Dragon
Ray!
Form!
Field! I'll heal you all! Stockpile!
All good things come to
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Dance in the wind!
I'll smash Smash you!
Mega ray!
I'm on the floor! Storm!
It's on!
Annihilation!
Ignite!
Lightning
Dragon
orb!
Form!
More where that came from!
Rip and tear!
Light Astrolin! Lightning condemned! Healing purple! Thunder blade! Back into the fray!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
I really owe you one.
Lunar corruption!
Dragon
Lunar
Form!
blast! Watch and
Now I'm in the group. Take my focus!
by the power of Hurricane!
You're mine!
Eagle
Dragon
blast!
Form!
That's a bit!
Power storm!
Pathetic!
Stay away from my...
I can't lose! I still got some fight left in me!
Dragon Form!
Burning strike!
The picture of
Here's evil!
now or never.
Whirlwind! Here's a healing arc!
Can't get out of this. Felt fine not too long ago.
Lunar corruption!
It's finished!
Let's do it!
Not today!
Gemini
Dragon Form!
Eagle assault!
Ready to go
now!
Far enough!
You may
Now
be
you see
strong,
what I can do.
but I'll never back down!
Picture of hell.
In here! Get out of there!
There you are!
This should do it!
Rip and tear! I'm just...
I'm all steel!
Dragon Form!
I'll here go! Here!
Swallow dance!
Don't mind if I do!
Go assault!
Mega ray! Lightning orb! Banana, let's go! Thunder blade!
Try harder! This one's all mine! Burn in hell! Dragon Form!
You require help.
Photon flash! Lightning
No
condensed!
further! Anything in armor is all mine!
Dragon Form! Try harder!
I'll tear you apart! To me!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Dragon Form!
Astral energy! Dance in the wind!
Eagle assault!
Searing flame! Reload! The enemy is going all out!
It's on!
Hear me! Flame of
Burn in hell!
Come and get it!
Dragon Form!
Glimmer dragon!
Wait now! I never miss! I will save you this way!
Try harder! Dragon Form!
Hear my call!
I'm on it!
Eternal Foundation!
Here's evil! Lunar corruption!
Here!
Lunar blast!
Anything in armor
Raging
is all
storm!
mine!
Here goes!
No!
Not on my
Can't
watch!
end here!
Flame of
Take
steel!
this!
Strike! Glimmer flame!
In a vine?
Reload!
I'm just getting started!
Such a failure!
I owe you one.
Sleep now! I can handle it! Far enough! Radiant? Look here!
Stop!
Primed and ready! Where are you going? Thunder!
I'm gonna need more of my medicine.
I won't stop up!
This should do it!
Radiant here! Sonic punch!
Dragon Form!
Radiant lock here! Lightning orb! Hear me! Flame!
The picture
Here!
of
Here!
Dragon Form!
Eagle dive!
It's on!
Tear you apart!
You picked the wrong fight!
Lightning condensed!
Try harder! Dragon Form!
Eat this! Talon Hurricane!
I can feel the medicine racing!
Now I'm in! Take this! Can't get out of this! Oh, you are... Wait for that!
Here's
I'll
evil!
smash you! Watch this!
Far enough!
Hold nothing back!
Evil!
That's been a smart.
Freeze Lancer!
Dragon Force!
Eagle Drive!
Megasonic Thrust!
Lunar corruption! Tempest wall!
Talon Hurricane! Total Devastation!
Eagle Drive!
Not now, not ever! Burn in hell!
Rolling hair!
Swallow!
Damn it! Dragon Form! If only I'd been more careful.
Try harder!
Swallow dance!
Over?
Nothing gets by me! Far enough!
It's go time! Take this! Now you see what I can do! I'm such a failure.
I can't believe this.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
I must admit, I'm rather proud of this dish. Mm-hmm. Okay, off we go.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Lightning condensed! Thunderblade!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize. That enemy looks strong.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
Dispose of the trash.
Dragon form!
You made quick work of us.
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out.
This could be useful.
No backing down.
Dragon form!
You are in tip-top.
As soon as I'm done here, I'll come help out.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Ow!
Dragon form!
It's go time!
We won that by a mile. Little help.
Dragon form! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
We won that by a mile.
Guess I misread the landing.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Take this! I'll carry you up!
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
We're in good form!
Go no further.
Water, hear my call!
Pistol! We did it!
These little ones.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Looks like it could be worth something.
No choice! Dragon form!
Radiant light. Here. You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. Radiant light. Here.
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
Let's dispose of the trash.
You made quick work of us.
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out.
Barely a blip on our radar.
misread the landing.
These little ones are...
Less talking, more pummeling.
Easy peasy. Ha, Hoodle.
Right, here goes! Dragon Form!
Flame of Fury! Burning!
You made quick work of it.
Want me to pick up your slot, though?
Just pointing it out.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
We won that by a mile.
Gotta break through!
Here I go. You're mine. Didn't even break a sweat.
Finally, some open space again.
Hi, Hoodle.
Dragon Swarm! We did it!
These little ones are hard...
Less talking, more pummeling.
Wow, look what I just found.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Okay, off we go.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
You guys want to rest here?
Stay sharp. We're going in.
No choice! Dragon Swarm! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
The heavens must be smiling.
dispose of the trash.
I'm on!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling. Wow, that was a nice move there.
I know, right? Bet you couldn't do it.
So,
Hi, Hoodle!
These little ones are hardly worth our...
less talking, more pummeling.
Easy peasy. Ha, Hoodle.
No backing down!
We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content. Let's keep our eyes on the prize. Out of our way!
Dragon Form!
Here's our blast! Mega Ray! Bullseye!
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
Finally, some open space again.
Hi, Hoodle!
Dragon Form! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
This will be a delicious piece of
Dragon
cake!
Form!
The tide of battle has turned.
That's the power of
These
comrades.
little ones are right. Comrades in arms.
What? Too sentimental?
Looks like it could be worth something.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
Get lost!
Dragon Form! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart.
Lightning Orb!
All aboard the victory train!
Overconfidence can bite you in the butt.
No backing down!
Dragon Form!
We turned the tables on him.
There are still more
We
left.
did it!
Right, no time to hold back.
Lunar corruption this world!
This could be useful.
It's on!
Dragon
Hear
Form!
my call!
You are in tip-top shape!
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Easy peasy. Ha, Hoodle.
A fish! You saw it too, right?
I hate camping out.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I won't forgive you!
Dragon Swarm!
I never miss! Photon blast! Dance in the wind!
Burn!
Do it!
See it lost!
Demons descend! Flashing fang! Easy!
Way to go!
Reload!
Radiant storm!
Now you see what I can do!
Light after light!
Dragon Swarm!
All back in their defenses!
Glad you have your uses.
Over so soon?
This will be a delicious piece of cake!
Can't get out of this!
You're mine!
Swallow dance! Far enough!
Lightning orb! Hear me! If it helps, just back it out and strike! Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Its armor's too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest!
Bullseye, Sion! Nice!
Get out of my sight, I know you'll get hit!
Oops! Right! Sorry! Thank...
The heavens must be smiling.
Little help!
Dragon
I
Swarm!
can carve through armor!
One more!
It's on!
Mega
Burn! Dragon Swarm!
They may look shield stars, but they're vicious! These little ones are hardly worth our
They got me
time.
flanked!
Less talking, more
No
pumping.
armor!
Cut them apart to your hearts and souls. Now!
me to stay on your...
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Little help!
Dragon Swarm!
Raging storm in the sky is mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Light astral energy! Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
I'm on it! Take this! Prepare to be... This is bad, right?
Yes, I'll do it! Very bad!
I don't
We're thinning them out!
More like me!
I'll admit I'm impressed.
I can
Very
carve
slight.
through armor!
We won that by a mile.
Finally. Some open space again.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Dragon Swarm!
In a bind, I'll tear you apart!
Water, hear
Don't
my
mind if I
call.
do.
Blow away!
Fred, if they rush you gotta jump for cover.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor. We should be able to cook here.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Chinese Superdome.
I'll finish you
Raging
here and now.
Cascade.
You're
Endless water.
Keep my home.
Dragon
Let's get you
Swarm!
all tucked away.
Mega Thor!
In here.
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara.
You're mine!
No armor can stop me.
Remind me to stay on your good
Raging
side.
storm.
Dragon Swarm!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
Man, I'm famished.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
Looks like we get to sleep with the roof over our heads. All done. Come and eat.
That's your 12th serving. Damn, that's gotta be a record.
Even seeing it for myself, I can hardly believe it. Where is her body storing it all?
Oh, have you guys already had enough? Did you not like what I fixed?
No, it's just... We're just amazed at how much you can wolf down.
Doesn't it hurt even a little? Aren't you feeling heartburn or something?
Oh, this is nothing. You know what they say? You always have more room for dinner.
I'm pretty sure that's what they say about dessert, actually.
Plus, this is gnocchi we're talking about. That stuff just sits in your stomach.
I swear I'll never understand you Renans. I think Hoodle senses something.
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. Hear my
You picked the wrong fight!
Lightning
I'll
condemned.
Dragon Form!
Thunderblade!
We are freaking invincible!
Alvin and the others truly are strong. What about me? Do it!
Looks like it could be worth something.
What's this thing?
Gotta break through!
Light after light, lightning and death!
In a bind? Talent Storm!
Glacial Spear!
Here's evil!
Next!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Did you see?
Sure did. You were checking out Kisara from behind.
No, I wasn't!
Hoo hoo. Hoo. Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo. Maybe something's going on in the forest.
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth a... This won't be easy.
Dragon Form!
Don't be such a pessimist.
Lunar corruption!
Eternal
My
devastation!
Evil
It's
assault! I'll finish you here and now!
Come one, come all! Next!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more power.
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Dragon Form! Megasonic thrust!
Aqua!
Eternal
Now,
devastation!
Mega
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Nice one, Alphin.
Yeah, there's more where that came from.
A fish! You...
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Ren and eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done. Where should I cast my line? There we go. That was disappointing. There we go. You've got to know when to quit. There we go. Good fishers always keep their cool. And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. and some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
Could it be? Good fishers always keep their cool. I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help. Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know...
Form the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone...
As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Dragon Force! Swallow Dance!
Mega Ray! More Horizon Ray!
This one's mine! I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Far enough!
This one's all mine!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Do you continue on in that vein?
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Take this! Now you see what I can do!
Maelstrom!
Thank goodness we won.
This won't be easy.
Don't be such a
In a vine!
pessimist.
Photon Blast!
Dragon
Lunar
Power!
Correction! Do it! Airborne Beat!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my art!
When he slows down, that's our chance!
It's like trying to keep up with a wolf.
Get on in there with the others!
Prepare to be sealed! Take this! Swallow Dance!
Raging Storm!
Take this! Can't get out of this!
Dance in the wind! Air Strike! Photon Blast!
Now or never.
Lightning Condenser!
Prepare to be sealed, oh fleet of foot. Actually, that sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing!
Now I'm in the groove! I'll tear you apart!
Lightning Orb! Lightning...
Prepare to be sealed! Take this!
Thunderblade! Lunar Corruption! Gemini Aqua!
It's over!
Talon Hurricane!
Dragon Flare!
Whirlwind Snap! Take this! No further!
Lightning Condenser!
Dragon Force!
Laser Spear! Pierce Evil! Do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
sense a strange power from this.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wish to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
I wonder what we can make with this. If you can't decide, I'll have it raw. Hey, wait! Don't eat that!
Get lost!
Dragon Form! First strike!
Radiant
Start up!
One more!
I'm on it!
Lightning!
It's a duel of the
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Ribbon tear!
Dragon Form!
Armor won't save you!
Lightning condemned!
Nothing gets by me!
Now! This one's got your name on it!
To action! The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that!
These fists have got your name on them!
Dragon
Natural
Form!
energy! Radiant
Dragon Kill!
Ready!
Dragon Sonic Thrust! Dragon
To the
Form!
wind! This one's mine! I never miss! Feel!
Eternal Devastation! River!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Dragon Form!
Supernova! Here's evil! A banana! Let's go! Now!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Lightning!
I'm on it!
There's always room for improvement.
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
Don't get careless!
Don't tell me!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Eagle Assault! Now I'm in the
Now or never.
No further!
Dragon Form!
I'm free! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
We got the advantage.
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, cause Raw's on. Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade.
With this, I can become even stronger. It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
No backing down.
Dragon Form!
Hey, when did I get so popular?
Dragon
Armor
Form!
won't save you. Do it.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Do you continue on in that vein?
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
No choice. Dragon Form!
my watch!
Eat this. I'm like bait to them.
I never miss!
Eagle Fly.
Now!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Do you continue on in that vein?
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say? Now!
Fantastic. Great.
Astral
Amazing.
That's shut up, Law! I'm trying to focus!
I was only trying to be nice.
You're most comfortable at a range, aren't you? We won that by a mile!
No choice.
I'm surrounded. Take this.
Dragon Form! Ignite!
Lightning condensed!
Talon Hurricane.
Dragon Form!
Eagle Fly. Anything else? I'll smash you. Far enough.
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade. See that?
That training's paying off.
Feel! This one's mine! More than the stockpile!
Dragon Form!
Hurricane!
Eagle Fly.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Everyone hanging in there?
We got some good equipment.
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
More Danon runes here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
What's this thing?
No backing down! Dragon Form! I call! Air Swallow Dance! Glacial Steel! Pierce Evil! Not on my watch!
You picked the wrong fight!
Now!
Form! Trimmer!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Glacial
Well
Steel!
done.
Pierce Evil!
Here, Freeze Blazer!
Now I'm in the groove!
Lightning condemned! Thunder Blade!
Take this!
One more time!
Risen Tear! Ready and raring! All finishes done!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Xion. I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured,
No backing down! Car through
You
armor!
got company!
Do it! We got the advantage!
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, cause Law's on it!
River Dragon! River!
Please, astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done! Lunar corruption!
You picked the wrong fight!
Wind astral
Dragon
energy!
Form!
Talon Hurricane!
Do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! Nice one, Alphin!
Yeah, there's more where that came from.
through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
There.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that.
I won't forgive you!
Dragon Form!
First strike!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Thunder Field!
Do it!
Freeze Blazer!
Kitara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
They got me point! One more! Mega Ray! Seven Eye
Dragon Form!
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
Now you see what I can do!
Radiant
Take
Blast!
this!
Raging Storm! Now!
Xion!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
By the power of Raging
This
Storm!
one's all mine!
I'm all thumbs up! Let the marksman handle this!
Eat dirt!
Mega Ray! Go
Dragon Form! Kitara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Here it goes! One more! Seal!
Dragon Form!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Out of our way!
Dragon Form! First strike!
Here goes! Raging Cascade!
Far enough!
In here!
Now I'm in the groove!
Here! Flame of Fury! Burning Strike!
Here I Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Lunar corruption! Lunar star!
Dragon
Now!
River!
Astral energy!
Say no more. You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry. I've got your back.
This will be a delicious piece of cake!
I'll smash you! Burn!
Feel!
Storm! Dragon
This will come
Form!
in handy!
Go away!
A banana! Let's go!
In a bind?
Hit!
Dragon
Eagle fly! Do it!
Storm!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein. Something you wanted to say? Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. The design of this equipment. It is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphin.
Backing down! Hear my call! Ready to go! Denied!
Glacial Spear! Pierce Eagle! Raging Cascade Lancer! Fresh! Dance in the wind!
You're mine!
Primed and wind!
It's over!
This one's mine! Photon blast!
All
Well, someone seems in tip-top
Now!
form.
Nothing new about it.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Watch this!
Yes, my lady.
Something you wanted to say?
A comfortable win.
Guess I misread the landing.
Anything
Dispose of the trash.
You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Form!
Now you see what I'm on a roll now!
Now!
We are freaking invincible!
Alvin and the others truly are
this.
strong.
What about me? Eat this! Do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
Not here! This one's
Dragon
mine.
Form!
Where are you going? Raging Storm! Whoa! Dragon Form!
Do it! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. Wish they were all that easy.
Yeah, I think we might be getting too strong.
Isn't that good?
Play along, would you?
one's all mine! Ignite!
Nothing gets by me! Denied!
All Phoenix Dragons!
That freaking does it! Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me. Annihilation! Thunder now! Gemini Aqua! Grind and eat this! I never miss! Talon Hurricane! Let the marksman now!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
I can carve through armor!
In here!
This
I
one's
never
all mine!
miss! I'll be
Glacial Spear!
screen!
Pierce evil!
The earth throbs in pain.
Burn in hell!
Freeze Lancer!
All finish you here and now!
Raging Storm! Healing Circle!
Okay, here I go!
Looks like we won. Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term. But you need to think about your diet if you want to stay...
Eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes. I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag-Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Supernova!
Eat this! Dragon Swarm!
Nothing gets by
Dragon Swarm!
Take this.
Here, let me help.
Enjoy.
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
Speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
I'll finish you here and now! Not today!
Show me your strength.
Talent Storm!
Steel!
Ready and ready!
Flame of Fury! Let's get you all tucked away!
Take this.
Strike!
Dragon Swarm! I'm on here! Dragon
And see what happened there as you crossed.
I'll heal you all.
Shouldn't have done that. Swallow
Danny, here Nova!
Do they not teach you to say thank you in
In a
Ghana?
bind?
Not to a Renin, they don't. Hey there!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this! Talon hurricane!
Take this.
Far enough!
Dragon Swarm, burn!
Lightning Lord!
Put you out of your
Lightning
range. Me again.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time.
Xion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Xion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Xion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides, Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Xion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine, really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
Hey. How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danons, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danon legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renins have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danons rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
all of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important, and learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
I